pushing play. My name is Brooklyn. We're the Let's Talk Raw family. I've got 4 or 5 really important things to tell you about to get you through the holiday season. If you've got some elephant in the room, some people you don't want to deal with, helicopter pilots, I got a story to tell you about that. Either way, stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, all those good things, or don't subscribe yet. Just wait and see. So let me explain to you about the helicopter pilot. So you know that person that always has done more than you, or seen more than you, or knows more than you, or I've done that, or I did that, or me too, me too, me too. This kid was just like on and on how, you know, they had done this and done that. My brother's like, what are you, a helicopter pilot too? Like, you know what I mean? Like anything one of us would say, oh, I've been there too, or I've done that too. And sometimes it's true. You're just trying to relate, or, you know, kind of be like, oh yeah, we have that in common. That's different than one-upping somebody all the time. And sometimes when there's tension in a relationship, or sibling competitiveness, or I don't know, any type of resentfulness, a lot of times people want to, well, I'm doing great this year too, or I'm getting that promotion too, or whatever. You know, Christmas dinner, you haven't seen people in a while, so you know things. Unless you're a really great family and just saw them at Thanksgiving, or unless you're like my family and split it between 2 families, or I think this year we're just doing it just our family at home, and we're actually going to be helping a family. Being is a huge part of what is going to make you feel great. So all this combined, but it's really just 4 things. So if you have to apologize or make amends, or just get it out of the way, okay? Because then there's awkwardness, there's an elephant in the room. It's just weird. Or just show forgiveness if you don't really have anything to really apologize for, but maybe there's still some kind of awkwardness or some kind of tension. Just be the one to be the forgiving type, like just in general, like your attitude, the way you present yourself, you know. Which brings me to my next one. Defer, which means show honor, show respect. Even if you don't really feel like they need respect or they've earned respect, defer, show their respect. And then defer from seeing them. No, there's different ways to say that word. But no, to definitely ignore the situation or not put myself there at all because I felt that it was healthier, when really it isn't, because the elephant in the room just keeps growing and growing and growing. And you know, that makes your world smaller. And what that's going to do is that's going to take away from the growth that happens in here and that happens around you. And you're not going to be given more opportunity if you can't handle the opportunity that's this small, which is your own family. That's an opportunity. Having family is opportunity. I mean, this family that we're helping, Sherry's family, it's just her and her kids. To have more than just yourself and the Lord, of course, but to have people helping you that love you every day, regardless, that is not something to take advantage of. And I have so many times in my life, because things that happened in my childhood, or, you know, something somebody said last year, or something somebody did, or whatever. You know, it took me a year to forgive my mom for the Dr. Phil fiasco, because that is not the show that I was told I was going to be on. That took my family. I'm still I still get mad. I still have resentments, but it's like, because you don't know the backstory on that, and there's no reason to get into it, but that's not the show I flew out there for. It was a crap show. So it took a long time to forgive my mom for basically putting herself somewhere she wasn't supposed to be. Because that was supposed to be uplifting and about getting over addiction. You know, I dealt with my recovery and we're dealing with it. And, you know, what can we do to be even better, and how can we fix our marriage even more, because we were reconciling at the time. So anyway, these steps that I'm talking about. One good thing that Dr. Phil did for me is send me to a trauma center because of what happened to me when I was younger. I don't need to get into it. My daughter's 12. She doesn't need to know exactly what happened to me, but she does understand sexual abuse is real. And she understands the charity that I'm most into is the Unique Foundation, which is to help women who've been sexually abused. So turn from victims to survivors, because we are survivors. We're survivors the minute it happens, but we live victimized life. I, in my experience, lived a victimized life for so many years, and without even saying it, I was blaming everybody, and I just was allowing it to control me. whether it was through addiction or through frustration, resentment, anger, and I still have outbursts and I still get frustrated easily. And you know, some of that is personality, most of that is learned behavior. So, which brings me to being sacrificial in the sense of I'm walking into a family who has not gotten as much therapy as me. My mother chose not to get therapy through Dr. Phil because he realized, you know, wait a second, there's more to this story. So I have to walk into a situation where there's not been as much therapy. There's not been as much help on that, any help on that end, not as much, any. So when you've changed and you've worked really hard to change and others haven't changed at all, one, it can be really hard for some to stay changed. And I'm saying changed a lot, but to continue to change, or like, I've gotten arguments with my husband, I'll be honest. You're not allowing me to change. Like, I'm changing and you're staying the same. Like, I am growing from this particular thing. I am no longer this. I am becoming this. I'm quantumly choosing this in my atmosphere. You know, quantumly means it is there. You can quantumly change your thoughts positively. You can use quantumly means it's out there. It's in the atmosphere, you know. So I am choosing to go this way and you're still talking about this way. So, you know, so I get frustrated in my own home, but it's super important to have that communication. So apologize, forgiveness, they are two different things, because you can walk in forgiveness because that's for you, not really for the other person. Apologizing is for the other person. So that's the difference. Okay. So that's why it's not the same thing. Deferring and choosing honor and respect. So deferring away from kind of giving the cold shoulder, whatever, you know, choosing honor and respect, even if you don't necessarily feel it, because they're the helicopter pilot. If you stick around or you missed it, go back, you'll hear that story. I always forget this. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and I hope you stick around for more. And I always forget to say that. I'll have to throw it in there. I always forget to say that. But anyway, you guys, so also sacrifice yourself for other people, whether it's your own family or outside of your family. Give of yourself. And if you give of yourself and make that sacrifice, it could really change your life truly, whether it's for other people or just sacrificing, not getting gifts this year or not spending, whatever it is, just sacrifice for a greater good, right? Okay. And then time. Give of your time, whether that means, like in my case, be on time. Give of your time. Don't rush. Just be. Just be. And so that has always been something that I've struggled with. So anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and be done with this. This went a little longer than planned, but I'm super grateful, you guys, if you guys stuck around. I've got to learn to be a little more organized with my content, and I'm really figuring out the whole niche thing and the branding. So anyway, I'd love your comments and what you have to look forward to or what you're afraid of this Christmas and this holiday season in general. Do you have any plans? And if you have any questions, email me. You guys know you can reach me below, bowdlerbrooklin@gmail.com. I always leave it below and in the comments below. I'm sorry, in the description below. Also, if you want to use all natural products, go to our website, brooklinsbeautybar.com. And I also leave at least one story or something below so you can go to my Facebook and see what I do. And you can interact with me personally on my Facebook Lives. And if you have any recommendations, please do so. Please follow me at Raw Talk Brooklyn. Anyway, I thank you guys so much. And you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you so much. Hi, you guys. Welcome to my channel. This is Brooklyn. We are the Raw. I need somebody to help me with my boots. I can't get them off. I can't bend. This is called maternity issues. Not maternity. What is it? What am I? Postpartum. Show the baby. This is worth it.
It's okay, buddy.
But not the extra chin.
How do you get them off?
Oh, can you believe I haven't even.
Got it.
So good. Oh, thank you. My socks don't match. Oh my gosh. Sweats for me. but it's like my bedtime. And I looked out, I was with my husband, and I looked out the window, and it is a full moon. I don't know if y'all can see it up there. Can y'all see it? Oh, that's so pretty. But it's like, look, it's like a vampire moon. Look. Oh, my daughter came out. Look, you see the full moon? Oh, it's coming back.